By the time they get to that size, the container is filled with with manure and top just suppress the weed. Weeds, guys, the weeds are don't know the weed or the pest, which one worse. Well, the weed. Mm, it is so windy this morning. Welcome to the channel, guys. My name is Mary if you're new here. And this is our container garden where we literally grow everything in containers. Today I'm going to share with you how we successfully grow pineapples, how we prune them, fertilize them, the jazz, how we manage to grow pineapples in small containers. Now, if my voice sounds a little off, I'm not well. I am not feeling well, guys, but I need this fresh air in my life. So I got up and I'm in the garden with y'all. So first thing, when handling pineapple, ensure you protect your hands and the rest of your body for that matter. Cover yourselves, guys, because these things they'll tear you up. All right, so I'm gonna take off the front ones to get to the back ones first, and then I'll show you how we take care of them in order to get them to produce. I'm gonna take this plastic and place it there to protect the pallet, but it's not working. All right, so these are gonna go on that side and these this side. Need to make my way back there. Oh, now I can sort out the two at the back. Ugh, I need to get this plastic out because it's not serving any purpose at the minute. All right, so what I use to prune are my scissors and pruner. For the bigger leaves, it's difficult to use the pruner, so I use the scissors. I harvested one of my pineapples the other day, guys. It was the sweetest. It was not perfect because I allowed it to overripe. It was just the sweetest. Got to it? I don't know. I think I allowed it to overripe. It seemed like it overripe to me, but I want to taste it with y'all. I want to taste it. Grew it with y'all. I want to taste it with you, man. I'm going to. Ugh, right. So small. Let me taste what real organic pineapple tastes like. Because guess what? We're buying pineapples, but to be honest, we don't know. We don't know for sure that what we're buying is actually organic. But this I know for sure is. And so, let me taste it with y'all. Something in my finger. I think there's a. Mm, no intertanginess, guys. None whatsoever. None at all. All right, so we're gonna remove the lower leaves from off of these plants and some of the tips as well. Now pruning, because we're growing them in containers, pruning help to um have the nutrients directed to the leaves closer to where the plant will fruit rather than to be feeding a bunch of leaves that, and the plant really don't need that much leaf to collect energy from the sun anyway. So pruning helps when they're in small containers. If they're planted in the soil, fine, but when they're in containers, pruning does help. This is not necessarily if you're planting them in ground. What is this callaloo doing here? I don't know. Now this also help with better airflow between the plants themselves. And you know, when the plants have more space for proper airflow, they do better. I can take off some more of this. They do better when they have proper airflow. So this also help with that. Those two already look good. So let's get on with it with the others. I'm going to just prune this one right here and then put it back up. So I don't have to deal with these. When I prune these, I also get better access to fertilize them as well. So it's multi-purpose. Me pruning them, it is, I have so many advantages from pruning them, and really no disadvantage because it does not affect the plant at all adversely when pruned. And these are starting to yellow a bit, even though that's an indication that they might produce soon. I feel like they need feeding. The weeds, guys, the weeds still find a way beneath the mulch because I mulch all of them, and the weeds still find a way to get in there and grow. There's the other one right here. I put them in the order in which I plant them so I know what comes first. Even though it's obvious when you look at the size, I still put them up there in the order in which I plant them. These were all planted from tops. If planted from sucker, they'll come way quicker. So it appears to be forever, but because I have other things in the garden to pay attention to that are producing, I just let them be. And eventually they produce, and so I don't worry about it because eventually they produce, but they take a mighty long time to grow from tops. But that was what I had at the time, so that was what I planted. Now if I get sucker, I will plant suckers too, but tops were what I had at the time, so that's what I planted. So incredible. The little care that these need, because I do this like once per year. Yes, guys, I've had these for more than a year. Yeah, it takes patience when you're growing them from top. Takes around 3 years to produce from tops. And when you plant from sucker, it takes probably 18 months, depending on the size of the sucker. So it takes patience. But as I said, they will eventually produce. I think I'm going to put some small pots in between with some flowers or lettuce. What do you think, guys? I think so. Some pollinator, pollinating plant, something that will attract pollinators. All right, what next? These smaller ones are fertilized with solid fertilizers, and then the bigger ones with liquid. I'll show you that shortly. So I'm trying to get out these smaller leaves. Usually after pruning them, because I've had some for even longer, ones that I harvest from. So after pruning them, I noticed that the leaves, they kind of turn green again before turning yellow, because they get yellowish when they're about to produce. So as I said earlier, pruning help all around. Some of these smaller leaves could have been placed back in there to suppress the weed. Weeds, guys, the weeds, they're, don't know the weed or the pest, which one worse. Well, the weeds, the pest worse. But we don't have pest attacking the pineapples, thank God. Don't know of any yet. It's so windy and nice. The wind is not too heavy. Breeze is so cool. more callaloo seed. I'm going to try and bag these up. Got this weed. Come on. Alright guys, so I'm gonna finish cleaning these up and then I'll show you how I fertilize them. Alright, so you might have been glimpsing a yellow bag. Anywhere you see yellow bags, they have manure or manure was inside of them. So this is my cured, no, what is this again? Let me look. Oh, this is my rabbit manure. So I'm going to use, I have cured chicken manure in here as well. I'm going to use the rabbit manure. You can use any manure, anything that has a lot of nitrogen in there. I use at this point to fertilize. That's the one, the smaller ones where there is still space in the container. By the time they get to that size, the container is filled with manure and top dressing. So at that point, I have to just um water them with the manure tea or the banana tea, whichever one I choose. This is a form of mulch as well because it is combined with sawdust. So it's a form of mulching as well. Pineapples can survive for very long periods without water, so the mulch, the moisture, having the moisture in the soil is a plus. It's a plus. I can have them there for days and not water them. Wish everything in the garden was like pineapples. Rabbit manure is like slow releasing fertilizer. It's gonna be in there for a while. All right. And if I can get some in the back ones, let me try. All right. So, but I would not. The video is already way too long, so I might be able to explain what I do with the liquid fertilizer, and in another video, I'll just show you how I make that liquid fertilizer. I literally just dilute my compost tea, 1 part compost tea to 10 parts water, 9 parts water, 1 to 10 ratio, guys. So if it is 1 liter of compost tea, 10 liters, 1 to 10, yes. And then just water them with that, and that will keep them going. Once per week is fine. Maybe twice per month is fine, and they'll do well because pineapples don't demand a lot of care. So yeah, so I want to thank you guys for spending the morning out here with me as usual. Thank you for coming back every day. Appreciate you all so very much. I'm going to drink some lime water now. I eat a few passion fruit to boost up my system. No matter how you boost your immune system, you still get these viruses. Thank you guys. Please subscribe if you've not already subscribed. Please remember to like and leave your comments. and share the videos, guys. Please, it helped a ton. Thank you, guys, for doing so. And I'll see you in the next one, all right? Bye for now, guys. I forgot something. Let me just, let me just, let me just clean up. I'm going to just put them right in the um mango container. All right, guys. Bye now. Is I'm leaving for good this time.